So after he got held out a pew pew, and they stole his vehicle and pointed AK-47 at him and his buddies. He took a taxi from Chicago to Gary and then called me from Gary as far as I could go south towards Louisville, which was Indianapolis. This is the moment. This was a divine appointment. The divine appointment was the two guys that was with him sat in the back. They fell asleep right away. He was still shaken up, looked pale, white as snow, and we ended up just talking. And he was like, I'm just wondering, are you a preacher? Why is your name Taxi Cab Preacher? And I said, yes, I am. And I began to ask him some questions about the robbery, ask him some question about himself. And this is where when the Holy Spirit took this appointment, took the chance, used me to communicate with him on that he was called into the ministry, and that the word that was used for his life was a freight train. He is called a freight train for the kingdom, and he was to get back on track. This was probably the second time where I looked at somebody and I realized that they're called into the ministry, and I could tell. And I looked at him and I said, you're called into the ministry. I blessed him, I prayed with him, and I guided him. And the whole entire time, the Holy Spirit was bang, bang, bang. It was using my mouth, my tongue. It was one Bible verse after another. And I was surprised, like, this stuff is coming out of me. But when the Holy Spirit, these are the things I've been reading. These are the things I've been practicing. The Holy Spirit uses your knowledge, and when you read the Bible, it puts it into action. And it was putting it into action with this guy last night, and he was called back into the ministry. And the one thing that flew out of my gut to him was, when the Lord calls you, brother, you must lose everything that you built. And he began to tear up. When the Lord, when Jesus calls you into the ministry, everything that you've built must be teared down. And that's when the Lord starts to rebuild you. And so I prayed with him. I blessed him that the money that he lost, that heaven will return it back to him once he's back on track. And I believe that he was back on track last night. I believe that the people that robbed them they're gonna face justice. And I told them that justice belongs to the Lord. I told him, you're gonna be a better father. He's gonna do better. He's gonna be better. And I spoke life into him, and he rededicated his life to the Lord yesterday. And I am pleased, and heaven is celebrating, and hell is freaking over. These are words in a text.